So it was a good weekend on the track for Denny Hamlin, and he sounded pretty confident this weekend as well when he was speaking about the charter trial that's currently going on between NASCAR and, of course, two of the teams, Front Row Motorsport and 2311 Racing. I see so many people in my comments saying it's 2311. I've been saying 23XI. I always say it, but, you know, to appease you guys in the comments, I'll go with 2311 now. Until somebody says, oh, but it's 23XI. I'll wait for that. If someone says that, I'll alternate between the two just to make sure everybody's a little bit annoyed. But anyway, let's talk about this very serious court case that's going on right now. I've been speaking about this a lot on the channel and what is likely to happen. Hamlin, of course, like I said, he managed to get his win, a fourth victory this season so far around Dover. And he's feeling pretty confident. He's feeling pretty confident when it comes to this case as well. Let's find out why here on the motorsportreports.com. Denny Hamlin has vowed that all will be exposed when 2311 Racing's federal antitrust lawsuit against NASCAR goes to trial in December, following another legal blow for the race team owner and his co-plaintiffs at Front Row Motorsports. On Thursday, the US District Judge Kenneth Bell denied the team's request for a temporary restraining order that would have allowed them to continue racing with charters while the case plays out. Without that protection, all 6 cars from 2311 and Front Row Motorsport must now compete as open entries, a move that threatens their financial viability, according to the teams. Speaking at Dover on Saturday, Hamlin made clear the legal battle is far from over. He said, and I quote, "If you want answers, you want to understand why this is all happening, come on December 1st. You'll get the answers that you're looking for. All will be exposed," end quote. The denial means that likely next week in Indianapolis, the affected team will not have guaranteed starting spot. While field sizes have recently been under the 40-car limit, that could change. If more than 40 cars are entered in the future race, any team without a charter would need to qualify on speed or risk missing the event entirely. The only way that would happen, though, is if somebody who's a relative wildcard, someone who doesn't regularly enter the Cup Series, decides to enter for one of these races. For example, someone like a Truex Jr. or a Jimmy Johnson or a Helio Castro Neves. We've seen all them guys do one-off appearance, particularly at the big one at Daytona. It's unlikely we're going to see that unless it's somewhere like Talladega or somewhere like that, or maybe Daytona later in the season as well, of course. So we'll have to see how that develops. But for now, yeah, they need to qualify. Their starting spots are not guaranteed, while ever there are more than 40 drivers trying to qualify for a race. Hamlin, who owns 2311 Racing with NBA legend Michael Jordan, said the team is fully prepared to send Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace and Riley Hurst to the track each week without charter protection. December 1st is all that matters. Mark your calendar, he said. I'd love to be doing other things. I've got a lot going on. When I get in the car today, nothing else is going to matter other than that. I always give my team 100%. He added that despite the mounting setbacks, his resolve has not wavered. Whether I have side jobs, side hustles, more kids, that all matters. But I always give my team all the time they need to make sure that when I step in, I'm 100% committed. The charter dispute escalated after 2311 and FRM declined to sign NASCAR's latest charter extension deal, becoming the only 2 out of the 15 teams to reject the offer. They filed a federal antitrust lawsuit last year and initially won an injunction to maintain charter status for the season. However, that ruling was overturned on appeal earlier this month. In court filings, the teams argued that NASCAR intended to begin selling the disputed charters immediately, putting their operation at risk of permanent closure. Judge Bell disagreed for now, but left the door open to revisit the issue if circumstances change. Reddick, who reportedly has a clause allowing him to leave 2311 if the team loses its charter, declined to answer any questions related to the lawsuit or his future. Hamlin also declined to comment on Reddick's status, simply stating the team remains focused on racing. Making races without a charter is not a concern for now, as fewer than 40 cars are entered at Dover. But the longer the legal limbo continues, the greater the risk of the 6 drivers affected have, none of whom are currently locked into the playoffs. Front row driver Zane Smith acknowledged the uncertainty but backed team owner Bob Jenkins. He said, and I quote, "Nothing changes from my end, obviously, and nothing changes from inside the shop. There's not typically even enough cars to worry about transferring in." Smith, who is currently 24th in the standings, said his job remains simple. "I leave all that up to them, but my job is to get the 38 the best finish that I can. The case is scheduled for trial on December 1st. Until then, tension between NASCAR and two of its teams is set to continue, both in court and on the track. And as always, guys, I'll be here to bring you any kind of updates with that. I'm sure we're going to hear some more stuff before now, and the trial date. Interesting how they've lost their charter effectively. It's been suspended like that. But yeah, how do you think this is going to go, guys? I know you guys have got a lot of strong opinions when it comes to this case. Some people saying it's a bit needless. Some people saying that Hamlin is doing the right thing by standing up, as is, of course, Michael Jordan, his co-owner at 23XI. So yeah, your thoughts in the comments below, guys, as always, are appreciated. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of this. And have a great day wherever in the world today, guys. See you very soon.